Man said, can I do layers? What am I, some sort of chump? Oh my, who cut your hair? You should... 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been a pleasure, Dick, guys. I'll see you later.
I'll set the video.
This is where I crashed right here. Slid right on the corner. And now we have a 10-hour ride to South Dakota, and we're like a couple days before Sturgis starts, so it should be pretty lively in South Dakota. I'll see you when we get over the mountain. Wow. It's pretty cold, but that's pretty beautiful, man. Okay, so my right side I'm definitely more confident leaning. I don't know, I think I've got some trauma attached to my left side now. I've got about 6 hours left. I tell you what, if I break down here, I'm in trouble. Empty roads everywhere. Last 20 minutes, guys. We've got 10 miles on this road. 23 minutes. It's gonna be a Harley Davidson galore when we get there. We made it. Hi man, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Cool, let me just get off my bike. Oi. Good morning everyone, we have made it to South Dakota. I tell you what though, the drive to Wyoming, or through Wyoming, there is nothing there. It is just land. So on today's next two agendas, we are going to Mount Rushmore, which is on my bucket list, and I'm very excited for that. And we are also heading to Sturgis, which is about, I'm pretty central, I'm in Rapid City at the moment with one of my hosts. So we're going to be here for 2 days, and then we're heading to Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma. I might have to skip Oklahoma because my flight back to the UK is on the 9th, and we're a bit pushed for time now that I had to obviously wait for my bike to get fixed. This is what my arm is looking like at the moment. Yes, I did pick the scab. It's looking a bit gnarly. The bike is fixed, cost me about $600. Ben, if you're watching this, thank you for fitting me in. I know you were 6 weeks behind. Absolute lifesaver. I've met so many good people on this trip. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, click that subscribe button for me because it massively helps out. And then we're heading to Mount Rushmore this morning. Time is around about 8 o'clock in the morning. So let's get out and let's head through the day. Right guys, we're in the car park of, or parking lot of Mount Rushmore. We're gonna see if we can go get a haircut and explore the view. I couldn't take the drone up because it's a restricted airspace. But because Sturgis is this weekend, there are hundreds and thousands of bikes everywhere. This whole car park is for motorcycles and motorbikes. You guys here for Sturgis?
Yes, sir.
Mount Rushmore. There is Mount Rushmore. So I'm going to position myself somewhere here. Just a really quick one. I spoke to a couple of the park rangers that were driving before. They told me I could do it by the flags where the First Amendment right is, so I could do it right here.
You should be able to.
I can't do it up there though.
No, sir.
Okay, cool. Excuse me, boys. I just wanted to know if either of you two wanted a free haircut.
What kind of haircuts do you do?
Everything, man. What do you want, just a taper?
Yeah, could I get like, yeah, just straight up taper?
And then the top, nothing on the top?
Yeah, top's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, man. What's your name?
Jake.
Nice to meet you, Jake.
Nice to meet
cool.
you, sir.
Grab a seat. Is this the most random thing you've ever done?
Probably.
Love it, man. So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 18.
18? So what made you and your friend decide to go on a road trip around America?
I am moving.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah, I'm going to college.
Where are you moving to?
There's this town called Columbia in Missouri.
Yeah, I know it.
I was actually born in Kent there.
Okay, so do you have a British passport then?
I do.
Okay.
But it's, you know, a bit expired.
Yeah, that's handy, man.
Yeah, for real.
So first question I ask, what has been your greatest adventure so far in life?
Yeah, I've done a bit of traveling. You know, I found myself pretty fortunate fortunate to do that. And I'd say the biggest adventure was whenever I went to Greece.
You've left the great United States.
Of course, yeah. Greece was just one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
What was so pretty about Greece?
It's just the history, everything. You're just experiencing it at face value. Seeing the Acropolis and everything is just surreal.
Man. What was would you go back to Greece?
Oh, absolutely. Definitely the political side to it. You know, first place of democracy and all that.
Because obviously America's a young country. So
yeah, it doesn't have the history that those countries have. Like you said, it's a young country, so it has a lot. It doesn't have as much history, or you know, hasn't had as much time to evolve. So, but yet we have a pretty outdated, you know, political system. So culture shocking experience was whenever I went to Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to.
So you're well traveled.
Yes, sir. I really want to go to you know, a few other European countries and other Asian countries and whatnot. But Japan was definitely on my bucket list. So
next question I usually ask is, what has been your greatest challenge that you've had in life so far?
My greatest challenge was definitely facing loss of a family member. My mom died a few years ago.
Sorry to hear, man.
Yeah, it was extremely difficult. It's just a life-changing experience, like moment, I should say. You know, you don't have that emotional support that's there for you, that has been there for you your entire life. And then
did she die quite young?
Yeah, she was only in her 50s, so she would have turned 60 last year. It's really weighed on my brother and my sister, and you know, the entire family. It's been difficult. But
Maybe are you the youngest or the eldest?
I am the youngest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really close with my mom. I was always a mama's boy.
Yeah. What's been your best coping mechanism when dealing with it?
I'm really into music, so listening to music and also playing guitar has really helped me. You know, my favorite kind of, you know, way to deal with my problems.
Just jam out.
The best therapy, yeah.
That's awesome, man. So coming up towards the end of your trim, the last question I always like to ask everyone: if you had a younger version of yourself, what advice would you give that person, if any? Looking back at my teenage to, you know, middle school self, I'd say follow through with what I want to do. I was always hesitant on you know, what I really wanted, and I really cared what other people think. Sure. And I think you should just believe in yourself and you know, be yourself, most importantly. Awesome. And, you know, I'm trying my best every day to do that. Yes, sir. Oh, love it. Tape it in the back. Amazing. Yeah. How's it feel on the back? Fresh? Yeah, for sure. Good stuff, love man. That. That's great. Good trim, huh? Thank you. I didn't have my hair. All done, bro. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. Have a nice day, guys. You too. No messing about with you. Flip it, heck. No. Nice to meet you, man. I'm Joel. I'm Matt. So what would you like to do with your hair?
Clean it up, make it look like my haircut.
Gentleman's haircut.
There you go.
Got you. What made you guys want to come back for it? What, is it just because it's free?
Well, because he's been talking about getting a haircut. Bad haircut.
What's wrong with it?
No, okay, so this when we take it out of the
cornrows are a joke, but if you see it out of this, it's terrible.
layers so that it's like dirt.
The man said, can I do layers? What am I, some sort of chump? Oh my, who cut your hair? You should
And he just got a haircut recently.
Right, so you ready for your hard-hitting questions?
I am.
So the first question I'd like to ask is, what has been your greatest adventure in life so far?
My greatest adventure in life? Oh boy. I did this stair thing the other day. The stair, like these, what's it called? Manitou? Was that in Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 2,800 steps high on a mountain, and they were like steep. It was kind of like rock climbing at some point.
Cool, man. So your adventure is traveling and going up hikes.
Yeah.
So you guys like an outdoorsy family?
I guess so, yeah, now we are.
Okay, cool.
My greatest adventure?
Yes, sir.
That's a really good question.
Of course
you didn't say you're gonna bring these heat, bro.
I told you I was bringing you good questions.
Greatest adventure.
You said, you came down, you were like, no, cut my hair right now. I was like, all right then, done.
Yes. I would say college, but I would have to say better than that is doing racing. I race the buggy as well, nationwide.
You race buggies?
Yes, an off-road buggy.
In England we call a buggy like a stroller, what you push your baby in?
That's like a shopping cart or something.
Okay.
I race like an off-road, it's like a smaller version of a monster truck.
Okay.
We race it off-road. And we were trying to decide if we were going to do it or not. We had some smaller impasses when we decided to do it 8 years ago with me and the race team I was putting together.
Yep.
And I skipped class. I was in an automotive class at the night, and if I skipped, my grade was going to drop from a B to a C. But I decided to go to this class anyway, and it was the defining night deciding whether I was going to be an off-road racer or not nationwide. And I went to the class. I went to this meeting that night, and 8 years later, I've been off-road racing nationwide.
And how many states have you done doing it?
I would say the majority of them.
Just probably not Hawaii, right?
We haven't raced in Hawaii yet, no.
Probably doing that, the TV show on the History Channel at Truck Night in America.
And how did you manage to get that gig?
They kept calling me. I blew them up the first few times they called me. They were talking about competition and all that. They found out about me from the Unlimited Off-Road show.
Yeah.
And finally, they talked me into doing it. And so I drove my truck 500 miles to Georgia.
Wow.
And then beat the snot out of it on worldwide TV. Worked on it 3 days and drove it 500 miles back home.
Wow. And how was that? An exciting adventure?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Met some great people.
So the adventure of meeting people.
Yeah.
And have you always been a big people person?
No, I'm a big get away from people person.
Okay. So why was that experience different, and what did you enjoy about that?
Well, it's the people that you meet, the quality.
Like-minded people?
Yes, they're all off-roaders. Most of them dog lovers. You go off-roading to get away.
Sure.
Get away from people and out there in nature.
So the second question is, what has been your greatest challenge in life?
Greatest challenge? I won't lie with you, it's probably those stairs. Those were tough. The other day, those stairs were actually really tough.
In your whole life, in your all
My
16
whole life?
years?
No, probably not that.
The stairs?
No, my whole
You seem like
life,
a pretty physically fit family. I'm surprised stairs would be a challenge.
Okay, these stairs are different. You wait till you get on those stairs. I'm trying to get into baseball, college baseball.
Yeah?
That's been a challenge.
What was challenging about that?
I mean, I'm not in it yet, but it's a big challenge. It's just there's a lot of people who are trying to do the same thing, have the same goal, and you have to stand out.
And how do you do that to stand out? What have you done to try and stand out?
Well, first of all, I'm like a lefty, so lefties automatically stand out in baseball, pitching. I've been trying to get a good off-speed pitch.
Because there's a lot, it's a very technical sport.
It's like soccer, that's a big thing in London, right?
Football, yeah.
Football.
Think about it. Feet, football.
Football.
The greatest challenge. Probably building that truck that I did.
Building the truck?
Yeah.
What was difficult about building that truck?
I've never done it before. I found the front nose piece when I was 13 and just kept gathering different parts and pieces and stuff. But it's a rat rod.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you still got that truck?
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, it'll never be for sale. I'm donating.
It's your baby?
Yeah.
So are you going to put it in a museum somewhere?
Yes, the National Rock Racing Association in their museum and donate it to them.
Okay. And what would you say it cost you to build that truck?
I had it up and running, titled everything. I was right at $1,000.
Yeah.
And I'm a little over 5,000 in it now.
Okay, so not too much.
My greatest challenge in life. So I'm ADHD.
You're ADHD?
Yes, it's a gift and a curse.
Tell me why.
It's like a superpower in some aspects, but it also creates a great deal of challenges in other areas.
Challenges in what sense?
Being ADD and ADHD, it brings a certain set of challenges. Sometimes it's hard to focus.
You're either focused or not focused, right? Ultra focused?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Being ultra focused is, to my opinion, you can be so focused on something that bombs can be going off around you and you don't even notice, which is a superpower in my opinion, but it also allows you to focus on multiple things at a given time, which again in my opinion is a superpower, but it also can lead to focusing on other things that are not attention driven.
Sure, wasting your time on something.
Doesn't use time wisely, as my teachers would say.
Do you feel like that's been a blessing or a curse in your own life?
I feel like it's been a blessing because I've been able to harness it.
Yeah.
And again, if you can harness it, it's like a giant motor. If you can harness it and put it in the right direction, you can definitely do great things with it. But if you're headed towards a wall and you have a giant motor, it's not going to end well.
coming up towards the end of your haircut, the last question that I always ask someone that sits in my seat is that if you had a younger version of yourself, what advice, if any, would you give that person? Head up for me.
Make sure to try harder in school. Find a good friend group, surround yourself with the right people.
Is that something you've been able to do in your life?
I'd like to get my grades better. I'm going to work harder next year.
What do you feel like could make your grades better? You being more focused?
Having a better work ethic.
What's your work ethic like at the moment?
Well, I get home and just kind of sit around. Don't really do anything. So that's that.
That needs work, yeah?
Yeah.
Just keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
It seems like everything in life just takes time for the stuff that's really worth it.
Do you feel like nothing comes without the hard work, right?
Right.
And do you feel like that's been a model of how your life has been, basically?
Yeah.
So just keep on going, don't quit when it gets tough.
Right.
Very logical.
Yes, sir.
Do it. Just do it. Close your eyes and do it.
Close your eyes and do it.
Close your eyes and do it now.
Did Nike just pay you for that sponsorship?
I wish. You know, whatever you do it with 100%. You know, commit to it and go after it. Some of the best things in my life were because I kind of closed my eyes and leaped. I've had some pretty epic failures as well because of that.
I think failure in life's very important, right?
It is.
People.
I've had some pretty epic failures because of that, but I don't know. Like I said, I try to always convert my failures into a stepping stone for what's next. I've had some things in my life that I set out, had a great 3 to 5 year plan, and it did not.
And that's life sometimes,
It
right?
did not pan out the way I anticipated. Usually it ends up going better. Looks amazing.
Exactly what you wanted?
Perfect.
Cool.
Wonderful.
My pleasure, mate.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Nice little tidy up.
Yes, sir.
Feel good?
Very much. Yes, sir.
He does that all the time.
Why? I have to do that thing to the haircut. You gotta style how you like it. How do I see the back? Oh wow. That looks a lot better than
before?
Yeah, a lot better. That chalk stuff feels good. Whatever it is, powder.
It's texturizing paste.
Texturizing paste.
You like it?
Yeah.
Of course you do. I cut it. Can I keep it? I don't want it.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Keep your money. I don't want it. Give it to charity, honestly. Unless you want to get me a bottle of water, that'd be great. I know, bro. I'm not taking that. Don't be sitting. No, honestly. Bro, a bottle of water's good. Thanks, man.
Have a good one.
Bro,
thank you very much.
Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you
Finished
very
much. My pleasure, man. Thanks for stopping.
Of course. Thank you.
My pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
Have a nice one, yeah? Make sure you subscribe.
Will do.